Hey everyone, I'm back with another quick review because this Eaton 5P3000RTNG2 UPS has been popping up everywhere lately. I kept seeing it in edge computing builds and small data closets, so I finally grabbed one to see what all the buzz is about. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First thing that stood out is the 3 kVA, a 3 kilowatts rating packed into a 2U box. That's enough headroom for a couple of servers plus networking gear without breaking a sweat. I tossed in a pair of Dell PowerEdge R640S, a Cisco switch, and a modest NAS, and the unit still showed 30% load, plenty of room for growth. The pure sine wave output is the real hero here. I've seen cheaper UPS units introduce hash that crashes IDR AC sessions, but this one keeps everything rock solid during brownouts. Another nice touch is the automatic voltage regulation built in. My lab power grid swings between 105V and 125V depending on the time of day, and the AVR keeps the output locked at a clean 120V without ever tapping the battery. That alone saved me from a few nuisance shutdowns while I was benchmarking. Battery life is where this model really shines. Eaton quotes up to 9 hours at half load, and in my test with 2 servers drawing about 1.2 kilowatts, I still had 4.5 hours of runtime. That's enough to ride out an overnight outage, or give me time to migrate VMS to a secondary host. The exclusive ABM charging algorithm also seems to extend cell life. I've had it for 6 months, and the runtime meter hasn't budged. Installation is straightforward. The unit ships with both rack ears and a desktop stand, so whether you're tucking it into a telco rack or sitting it on a shelf, you're covered. The front LCD is bright and intuitive. I had it configured for auto shutdown of the servers within 10 minutes of unboxing. SNMP and USB connectivity mean I can monitor it from my existing NMS without extra cables. One small quirk I noticed is the fan noise. At low load it's whisper quiet, but once you push past 70% the fans ramp up, and it sounds like a small vacuum cleaner. If you're putting this in a home office, you might want to plan the placement carefully. The price tag is higher than consumer models, but when you factor in the pure sine wave and the 9-hour runtime, it's actually cheaper per watt than some competitors that skimp on power quality. Pros-wise, the pure sine wave and 9-hour runtime are the standout features, and the dual form factor design makes it super flexible. The only real downside is the fan noise under heavier loads, but honestly that's a trade-off for the reliability you get. If you're running any kind of edge gear or small server room and need rock-solid power without the premium price of a full data center UPS, this Eaton 5P3000RTNG2 is worth a look. Check the link below if you want to see the current price. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Eaton Electrical 5P3000RTNG2 Eaton 5P Gen2 5P3000RTNG2 3000VA Racker Tower UPS, 2U Racker Tower AVR 9-hour recharge sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like features 3 kVA or 3 kilowatt. 120V battery backup for edge computing. This and the 5P3000RTNG2 protects more connected devices by providing 20 actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about Eaton Electrical 5P3000RTNG2 Eaton 5P Gen2 5P3000RTNG2 3000VA Racker Tower UPS 2U Racker Tower AVR 9-hour recharge is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. That usually matters more than flashy marketing, because long-term satisfaction comes from how well the product fits your actual routine, priorities, and expectations once you start using it regularly. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Eaton Electrical 5P3000RTNG2 Eaton 5P Gen2 5P3000RTNG2 3000VA Racker Tower UPS 2U Racker Tower AVR 9-hour recharge usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.